And even on that note, I would tell you that I do think a lot of our schools are failing in the physical activity department, especially for our boys in our schools. We're seeing, in my opinion, I would even go to the point of calling it a feminization of our boys with the way they're treated in schools on recess and within the classroom. And that's a huge problem.
The feminist movement in this country promised women once that they could have it all: a successful career, financial success, and a family. But now, a controversial new study by the University of Pennsylvania suggests that women are less happy than men, despite all of the progress that women have made since the 1970s. Inez Ferre has our report.
You've come a long way, baby.
Women have come a long way in the last 35 years, but despite a movement that brought so much progress to American women, their happiness has dropped relative to men over the last 3 decades.
The reason we find that surprising is that if you look across society, there's been a lot of social change that shifted things towards women.
The data was studied by 2 researchers at the University of Pennsylvania who say a happiness gender gap is emerging.
We look across age groups, across marital status, across labor force participation, across whether you have children or not, and we find that there's not a particular group of women who've become less happy, but rather all women across all of these categories have become less happy over time relative to men.
Well, one of the things they told me was that he was at the house one night, and we were talking, and he started laughing. He said, "Aaron, what do you think women's liberation was about?" And I said, I had pretty conventional thinking about it at that point. I said, I think it's about women having the right to work, getting equal pay with men, just like they won the right to vote, you know? And he started to laugh. He said, "You're an idiot." And I said, "Why am I an idiot?" He said, let me tell you what that was about. We, the Rockefellers, funded that. We funded women's lib, you know? And we're the ones who got all over the newspapers and television, the Rockefeller Foundation. He says, and you want to know why? He says, there were 2 primary reasons. And they were, one reason was we couldn't tax half the population before women's lib. And the second reason was now we get the kids in school at an early age. We can indoctrinate the kids how to think. It breaks up the family. The kids start looking at the state as the family, as the school, as the officials, as their family, not as the parents teaching them. And so those are the 2 primary reasons for women's lib, which I thought up to that point was a noble thing. You know, when I saw their intentions behind it, where they were coming from when they created it, the thought of it, I saw the evil behind what I thought was a noble adventure.
Just about everybody, I mean, Wesley Snipes had to go do the gay movie. To Wong Fu. You see what I'm saying? Had to go do the gay movie.
Stuff like a girl, man.
Chris Tucker. Yep, Chris Tucker had to wear the dress in Fifth Element, his second movie. Had to wear the dress in Fifth Element. What's the name put on a dress? He finally made it to the dress in Wild Wild West. Will Smith.
When I did watch like cartoons and all the TV shows, you'll always see a scene where it's like something with a man wearing a woman's clothing or some type of homosexual. It's this homosexual, like trying to.
Well, look at Bugs Bunny, man.
Yeah.
Look at Bugs Bunny.
Oh yeah, you see him dressed, put lipstick. I used to see that all the time. And they put that in all Disney movies. You see some gay,
oh my goodness,
you know, dressed like a woman, you know, a man dressing like a woman. It's crazy.
Men in tights normally bring to mind ballet dancers, Shakespeare, and Robin Hood.
We're men in tights.
But now, meggings, or leggings for men, are hitting the streets and the runways as one of the hottest new fashion trends, adopted by celebrities like Justin Bieber, Russell Brand, and Lenny Kravitz. But are guys really ready to squeeze in? We met up with some men at H&M in New York to try out the look. Here's the before and after.
I gotta say, I feel like you're missing your pants. So what's the underwear situation like? Ooh, no underwear.
It's a wild
There is
card.
none. Okay, Commando. You don't seem to be speaking much. How do you feel about the meggings?
Oh, that's probably why I'm not speaking very much.
We want your opinion.
Make me nervous.
I want to know if you will walk out on the street with only the meggings.
Oh, no.
And you?
I say yes.
Yes. All right, thumbs up.
Aaron has long been a fan and owns 10 pairs.
I think it was kind of like a slippery slope with skinny jeans, actually. They just I kept buying skinnier and skinnier pants, and then here we are.
And what do you think you need to pull off the look?
You should probably be tall. I think it helps if you're skinny.
The woman who has fought to get to the top of the ladder or fought to be at the top of her business using her masculine attributes of assertiveness and maybe even aggressiveness and domination and independence will unfortunately have changed her brain patterns so that her brain is looking much more like that of a man than it is a woman. So for women to be able to think like a woman, they too have to revert to their more feminine qualities. And that means accepting their intuitive insights, being more sensitive, being more vulnerable, accepting their weaknesses and not seeing them as weaknesses, but gifts of learning, gifts of tools. And for women to do that, they need to become more vulnerable. And that is a threat to many women who have built up so many defenses to stay in the world that they are, which is often a man's world, and hence they become mini men to do that.
Larry, we just had the carpets cleaned.
That was the pizza guy. And baby, he was messy.
Come on, you said you bought a DiGiorno.
But the pizza came with cheesy breadsticks.
Breadsticks? I guess there was a pizza guy.
Yes, there was. Me.
New DiGiorno pizza and breadsticks. Unbelievable fresh baked taste. Now with a full order of soft, cheesy breadsticks. Taste, believe. It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno pizza and breadsticks.
She found a box.
Maybe because you left it right on the counter.
Is that Ricky Fisher in your Fave 5? 3-time first grader Ricky Fisher? 2 times, Mom. Oh, honey, doesn't that kid eat pencils? Honey, you need to associate with smart guys.
Sort of like how you have Dad and Uncle Joe in your 5.
That's exactly right.
Go, go, yeah!
Got it.
Who's in your Fave 5? With my faves, each family member gets unlimited calls to any 5 people, any number, even landlines. T-Mobile, stick together.
I don't know about you, but I live with a bunch of animals. My kids are pigs, and my husband is,
Yes!
You missed a spot.
It works.
I got that job at the demolition company.
What do they do?
Dynamite, blasting caps, that sort of thing. Oh, that smells bad.
We don't have steak often, so when I got home from Walmart, I could tell what my husband was thinking. Steak. Is it her birthday? Our anniversary? Is it my birthday?
Seal, shake, and let Oven Pride do its thing, so he can do more. Oven Pride. So easy, a man can do it.
Okay, maybe it was my fault.
She told me to kill the weeds.
And you did, along with the grass.
I used the wrong stuff.
Oh, there were dead spots everywhere.
Dad's making dinner. Oh, it'll be fine.
Maybe.
Yes. No way. Wow.
Who's the man?
But it's not wasteful, because it won't go off again for another 30 minutes. Unless, of course, you press the boost button.
Isn't that typical? One guy working and the rest just standing around.
Yeah, it's a wonder anything gets done.
Never cut it in the corporate world.
I got it.
Nothing brings people together like great tasting Tostito Scoops, tortilla chips, and salsa. With its unique bowl shape, you get the perfect dip every time.
Nice job, team.
The problem with chemicals such as bisphenol A is it breaks out of the plastic and leaches into water.
Studies show that from water, this chemical can get into animals. And there it can act like a dose of the female sex hormone, estrogen. Too much estrogen can disrupt the endocrine system, and that's been linked to a wide range of health impacts, including gender bending. One critical unanswered question is at what level of exposure these effects occur. With bisphenol A, we're talking about extremely small quantities of this chemical getting into the environment. Samples drawn from this stream had only 30 parts per trillion. Vamsal is worried because studies show tiny amounts of bisphenol A can derail early cell development in mice. And if mice are vulnerable, might people be as well? Recently, Vamsal tested clear plastic baby bottles to see if they release bisphenol A. He devised the simplest of experiments. Let distilled water sit in brand new bottles for 24 hours and then test it. Every one released bisphenol A. Curious, he then decided to see what happens when the same baby bottles are run through an ordinary dishwasher, which heats them to 140 degrees.
Some of these bottles, by the time we had washed them 10 times, were leaching 10 times more bisphenol A than they had before they had been washed.
Dyson Kilo Davis is 5 years old, just like any other little boy, except that Dyson likes to wear dresses. Beach dresses, wedding dresses, disco dresses, cheerleader outfits, and especially princess dresses.
BronyCon 2012. I'm here to learn all about magic, tomfoolery, friendship, and, I don't know, all things My Little Pony.
Winter wrap-up, let's finish our holiday cheer. Wrap-up, winter wrap-up, 'cause tomorrow spring is here. 'Cause tomorrow spring is here.
Now, can you please explain to me the phenomenon that is bronies?
I can't. I wish I could, but I think at the heart of it is just a group of people that have come together to support the idea of friendship and support and teamwork, and they love the show.
What got you into the movement?
Well, I got hooked on the show about a year ago in March, and I think what got me behind it was all the moral lessons you learn from the show.
I cannot think of any other show out there that is so steadfastly for love, magic, and understanding, aside from maybe reruns of The Wire.
What is this, ponies? What is this crap? Like, your friends are like, dude, you gotta watch it. I'm like, like, dude, you gotta watch it. I'm like, all right, I watch it. And you start watching, and you're like, hey, this is good. Hey, this is great. Holy crap.
There are many, many men who are into being feminized. There are many women that love their men feminized, and the company that I work with, which is Koala Swim, makes many, many products to feminize the male in their men's lingerie line. This one in particular, of course, pretty in pink, because pink itself is a very feminine color, is a cute little bikini with an interesting front, no pouch. What this pouch does is the penis is pushed, the shaft is pushed inside the body, and this is very firm. It holds the penis inside the body in place. The balls come out here, they're split, and actually with the pulling motion and the adjustments, they look like a very swollen vagina.